Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing the second round of the 2015 NHL playoffs right now with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. We just got finished analyzing the very interesting Washington Capitals and Rangers series, and right now we're going to take a look at the Game 1 lines. Joe Duffy, thanks for being back with us.
Thank you for having me, Peter Loshak.
All right, Joe, you have a great game-by-game read on an NHL playoff series in general. Tell us a little bit about how you do that at your site, OffshoreInsiders.com.
OffshoreInsiders.com, we're also doing extremely well in baseball and basketball, the NBA playoffs, and that's really where we're making our biggest bets. But one of the keys is, yes, I like to make those game-by-game adjustments, and a lot of my best systems are based on how teams react from the previous game in the series, all at OffshoreInsiders.com.
Well, the Rangers are a big favorite in Game 1 at home. They're minus 169 right now at Pinnacle. The Washington on the other side is plus 152. And I said in our series preview that I expect this to be more competitive than the odds makers are giving credit for. I think Washington is much better defensively than they have been in years past. I think that gives them a nice advantage in the playoffs. That's why they were able to get to the second round in years past with Ovechkin. They flopped in the playoffs, and I think they're better built for the playoffs this year. The Rangers, though, they're awesome. I also said that I'm leaning unders in general. 4 out of the 5 games that the Rangers played against Pitt went under. The Capitals went 2-4-1 over-under in their games against the Islanders. So my pick for Game 1 would definitely be on the under 5 right now. Just minus 119, not even a big favorite line there. Under 5 minus 119, and I'd pass on the side, but if I had to take it, it would definitely be on the Capitals at plus 152. What's your take on Game 1, Joe Duffy?
We're in agreement there as far as the under, and even though it's one of those cases where when it seems so obvious, it makes you a little bit nervous, but again, as exactly everything you said, look, the Rangers with Lundqvist, they have the best one of the best goalies in the world for sure. Their defense, especially now that Kevin Klein, all signs are pointing towards Kevin Klein returning for Game 1 for the Rangers. He's an outstanding defensive defenseman, but on the other side, they wound up losing Matt Zuccarello, who's a big offensive weapon. And as you said, that the 4 Rangers victories were each 2-1. As I recall, they were all low-scoring games. Yeah. Washington, they're much better on defense. As you said, under Trotz, they're playing kind of more that physical, grinded-out style. Their goaltending is strong. Their defense is also very strong. 2 of the better defenses here. We've got to agree.
All right, we're in agreement. Under 5 at minus 119. And would you also agree that if you had to make a pick on the side, it would be Washington? That line is just a little bit too high, plus 152. That's a high line for a playoff game in the second round.
As a general rule of thumb, when you're talking about what it'll be debated from now until eternity as far as who has an advantage. The sharper team, when they went to a longer series, 7 games, is the case of Washington, or the Rangers, who had a quick series. I would have to agree with the general rule of thumb that the Rangers, because they're more rested, that will help them long-term, but short-term, Washington could be sharper. So if the Capitals are going to steal a game at Madison Square Garden, Game 1 is probably their best opportunity. So from a betting standpoint, from a value standpoint, I would agree with you.
Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Awesome thoughts, as always, Joe. Thanks.